There is someone beside your bed watching you every night. And it's not just anyone. It's an angel sent by God. He brought me here to give you a very important message. From today until tomorrow, right at midnight, something is going to change in your life. Over the next 24 hours, God will begin to move in a new way along your path. That angel who is with you was sent a week ago to protect you, because you're going through a spiritual battle. And even though this video may reach many people, God told me that this message is for just one. To know if it's for you, click the arrow and check who the first person is on your WhatsApp. If it's a woman, that's the sign. This message is for you. Then write your name in the comments and say, "My angel watches over me." God placed that angel by your bed to break a curse that has been affecting your love life, your spiritual walk, and your finances. Tonight at midnight, that angel will receive God's command to help you and clear the way ahead. Write Amen in the comments if you receive this word in faith. Close your eyes, open your heart, and prepare to receive what God has for you. And if you want this angel to also protect 2 people in your family, share this message with them. From the beginning, there's been a powerful energy of protection around you, but also a strong warning coming from your angels. They want to alert you. You're in danger. There's something, or someone, watching you, as if they secretly want to harm you. I feel that spiritually, you are very protected, but at the same time, you're in the middle of an invisible battle. Something dark is trying to reach you, and your spiritual guides are trying to warn you. You've recently gone through moments where, without realizing it, you were close to falling into a trap. It's like someone has been planning something against you, but divine protection has stopped it. You carry a spiritual shield, a force that constantly watches over you. This protective energy comes from above, from beings of light covering you because they know there's a threat nearby. And this threat is not random. It's a trap someone is trying to set for you. But they won't succeed because your light is stronger. Let's make this even clearer. Who is behind all this? What I see is the energy of a woman. This person may seem very cold, controlling, or she may be an earth sign, like Capricorn. What matters is that there is a feminine presence trying to manipulate or interfere in your life. But don't worry. What's coming next is full revelation. I feel the energy of a woman, possibly a Capricorn, and she's not acting alone. Someone close to you is feeding her information about your life. There are many energies around you, and not all are good. I see up to 12 people connected to this situation. 2 stand out strongly, especially a woman who has a son. That woman has a very intense energy. It even seems like she's involved in dark things. She's someone who has become obsessed with you. She watches you, spies on your social media, and has even taken a photo of you to a place where spiritual rituals are performed to harm you. There is also a lot of gossip and slander. People speaking badly about you behind your back. And it's not just one person. It's multiple people, as if they've come together to bring you down. There's a plan against you, a trap filled with bad intentions. This woman has been driven by envy and hatred, and that's fed a dark energy within her. The most shocking part is that someone has said, even if only as a threat or wicked wish, that they would feel happy if something bad happened to you. That's serious. But the important thing is, this situation will not stay that way. You are spiritually protected, but it's essential that you become aware, strengthen your spiritual energy, and distance yourself from anyone you know doesn't want what's best for you. There's even someone who said the only way they could be at peace or happy is if you stopped existing. This person is so full of hate that they've not only thought it, they've also sought spiritual help to harm you. They've been doing dark rituals to make you sick, to drain your strength, even to leave you bedridden and unable to rise. They've tried to block your energy in every possible way. These people aren't acting alone. They gather to talk about you, to plan, and they feel they'll only have peace if they succeed in destroying your light. You are being closely watched. I clearly feel there are several people constantly observing you, talking behind your back, and looking for ways to attack you. There are signs connected to these people, but more important than their zodiac signs is this. Their energy is heavy, and their intentions are not pure. I'm also seeing that someone has taken your photo to a place where they practice very dark rituals. They've been working with strong negative energies, even invoking forces like Santa Muerte for evil purposes, which is something very serious. This person has visited someone multiple times, someone who performs these kinds of works, a witch, and every time she goes, she brings something of yours. Your name, your photo, anything she can use to keep fueling the attacks against you. But it's not just one woman involved. There are others. This isn't something new. It's been going on for a while, in secret, behind your back, without you knowing. And yet, despite everything, you're still standing. That alone is proof of how strong your spiritual protection is. But the message here is clear. You need to protect yourself. Guard your energy. Distance yourself from anyone who doesn't bring peace into your life. And most importantly, connect deeper with your faith, because what's coming could change your life forever. There's a man whose energy appears clearly. He's watching you with bad intentions, as if he's waiting for the right moment to hurt you. This person has been stirring spiritual forces against you, thinking that your fall is the only way he'll find peace. But what he doesn't understand is this. Even though they've attacked you, you're still moving forward. You've let go of many things, even dangerous situations. There were moments when you were on the edge, between life and death, but God rescued you. He pulled you out just in time. He gave you another chance to keep going. You've been through very hard tests, situations that few people know about, but even in the midst of it all, you never lost your essence or your kind heart. You're closing a very intense chapter in your life, letting go of everything that hurt you, releasing what no longer serves you. And that is part of your growth. That's why today you're stronger, more spiritually awake, and surrounded by a great shield of divine protection. There's a light that covers you, a force that protects your body, your mind, and your spirit. But it's also clear that there are still people who don't want to see you well. There are dark energies that desire nothing less than your complete destruction. These individuals have even said, with hate in their hearts, that they won't rest until you're out of this world. These are strong words, filled with bitterness. But you are not alone. Your light is more powerful than all that darkness. Your energy irritates them. It bothers them to see you standing strong, moving forward, unstoppable. You carry a strength they can't break, and that drives them mad. They don't understand what protects you. They can't comprehend why their attacks don't work. They've tried everything, but nothing sticks. So they keep watching you silently, waiting for an opening. And here's the most dangerous part. They don't show themselves for who they truly are. These people wear masks. They act kind. They smile. They may greet you. But behind your back, they're doing dark things. They're not enemies in plain sight. They're hidden, working in the shadows, pretending to be one thing, but being something completely different. Meanwhile, you're doing your part, healing, letting go, growing, moving forward, but they're not. To them, you've become an obsession. They ask themselves, why are you still standing? What's protecting you? Why can't you be broken? How are you still living your life? Why hasn't their wickedness worked? They've spent time and money on witchcraft. They've taken your name and photo to altars, done rituals to bring you down. They've even fought among themselves, blaming each other because nothing is working. They're confused. They don't get how you're still shining, how your light hasn't gone out. And even though it seems like they've forgotten about you, they haven't. They're in a hidden wait, watching from the shadows. That's why this energy feels so heavy, because it's secret, but it's still there. But here's the truth. You're in a powerful process of healing. You've been through a lot, but little by little, you're overcoming. The people who wanted to destroy you are getting frustrated, even angry, because none of their attacks worked. Nothing they tried reached you the way they wanted. And that's driving them mad. You're finding your balance. You're healing deep wounds caused by others. And with that healing comes a new beginning. You're entering a new stage in life, a kind of spiritual rebirth. You're letting go of pain, releasing old patterns, leaving behind difficult situations that once marked your life. And now, I see a great spiritual light covering you, protecting you from a trap that someone wants to set. But that trap will not work, because God is in the middle of all this. He has sent divine protection so that nothing evil can reach you. Yes, there are still people trying to block your path, trying to stop your growth. But they won't succeed. Some don't want to see you rise. They know that if you truly break free, they lose all power over you. That's why they keep sending dark energy, still envious, still trying to block you. But now, they can no longer harm you. You've already overcome them. Even though they're still watching you, they no longer have power over your life. You carry within you the strength of God, the protection of your spiritual guides and your ancestors. They are telling you clearly, it's over. You've already won. The only thing left is to keep walking forward, without looking back. Yes, you've defeated them, even though it wasn't easy. These people tried to manipulate, control, and dominate you in many ways. But what they never understood is that you are not just anyone. You carry a pure heart, and in the spiritual realm, that shines like a flame in the dark. You are someone who thinks of others, who prays for your family, who gives without expecting anything in return. That light, that vibration you carry, has formed a powerful shield around you. God has seen all of it. He has examined your heart and found it full of love. That's why now, He's giving it all back to you, multiplied 7 times over. All the good you've done is returning to you as blessing. You have a very strong connection to the spiritual realm, and Archangel Michael hears your prayers. That's why you are so protected. That's why your aura is so strong. You are surrounded by light, even while standing in the middle of the shadows that tried to attack you. But let's be honest, it hasn't been easy. There have been attacks. People have thrown dark energies at you. I see clearly. Someone took your photo to perform witchcraft against you, and they didn't act alone. They were helped by someone who knows how to manipulate dark spiritual forces. For some of you, this was a woman. For others, it was a man. Someone cold, calculated, with the clear intent to destroy you. They used rituals, envy, and words laced with evil. But what they didn't know was, you were protected from the very beginning. The swords they threw at you are now returning to them, even though they're still watching you. Even though they keep an eye on your life, all they're doing is signing their own defeat. You carry the energy of the sun, a light they cannot dim. You are surrounded by blessings, even though they only see darkness. And they're afraid, because they can't understand how you're still standing. But you know why. It's because of your faith, your inner strength, and your deep connection with the divine. Now, let me tell you something clear. This woman who showed up in your reading, she did not act alone. Some of you, this will resonate deeply. She was accompanied by someone who once stood close to you. Someone with a karmic tie, a person from your past with a negative spiritual connection, maybe even an ex-partner. These two joined forces to perform a spiritual attack directly aimed at harming you. They worked. In secret. They used rituals. They tried to trap you. But everything has now come to light. Once again, the energy of the hidden, the secret, the things done behind your back, shows itself here. But what stands out the most is this moment, when they both went to a witch to ask for a ritual to be done against you. And what happened? When the witch saw your aura, she was afraid. She told them straight out, "Your money is useless here. We can't touch this person. The power that protects you is so great, so luminous, that even in that dark place, they dared not lay a finger on you. Now, that doesn't mean you haven't been in danger. You've faced difficult moments. They tried to betray you again and again, to bring you down emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. They tried to stop your life, block your progress, destroy your peace. But God has been with you. He's been dismantling every trap. He's been cleansing your path, removing pain, anxiety, and spiritual blockages. Even in the moments when you felt like giving up, when it seemed like everything was against you, that was only because you were in the middle of a great spiritual battle. God visited you at night. Your angels too. You've never been alone. And even though the road has been hard, you are now stepping into a new stage of life. You are about to experience emotional balance. Everything that was stolen, your energy, your peace, your stability, will be returned. What was taken from you financially will be restored. What was wounded in your heart will be healed. This message brings a clear promise. Liberation is coming. Archangel Michael is making a declaration over your life, a divine decree. You will no longer live with that constant anxiety, that fear of lack, of betrayal, of instability, because your soul has endured. Your light has shined in the darkness. And now, everything begins to change. What I see now is deep emotional release. You've carried a sadness, a melancholy, for a long time. But that energy is leaving. That pressure in your chest, that heavy sense of hopelessness that sometimes appears out of nowhere, that wasn't even yours. It was sent to you. You didn't generate it, but you've carried it as if it were yours. And now, God is removing it. He's pulling out everything that doesn't belong to you. Everything that's been blocking your path, stealing your peace, or clouding your joy. That feeling that you're being watched, or that something isn't right. That was real, not your imagination. What you sensed was the truth. You were under a silent spiritual attack, like someone trying to shut your doors, block your blessings, tie your hands. But your angels did not allow it. And now, they're fighting harder than ever for you. Your spiritual guides want you to know everything that has harmed you is being removed. It's clear now that deep sadness you've been carrying didn't come from nowhere. It was fueled by the envy of a man, someone who speaks badly about you, constantly watches you, criticizes your every move, and has secretly wished the worst for you. But there's also a woman hiding in the shadows, someone who, for a long time, has been trying to harm you from afar, with malicious intentions masked by a fake smile or by silence. These two, the man and the woman, are now entering the darkest season of their lives. They are beginning to reap exactly what they sowed. The karma they awakened has started to manifest. And the most shocking part? Even the witch they went to for help told them, "There's nothing I can do against this person." She made it clear. Their money was useless. The harm they wanted to cause couldn't happen, because you are protected by a power they cannot break. That moment changed everything. From then on, your spiritual light became undeniable. Your protectors, your guides. They are urging you. Let go of the sadness. Release that pain. You don't have to carry that weight anymore. What's coming is a massive transformation. You are closing one of the hardest chapters of your life. And you're doing it with courage, with faith, with spiritual authority. The next cycle is not one of bondage. It is one of freedom. You're stepping out of darkness and into your own light. And now, I see something incredibly clear. You're about to experience a miracle, particularly in your health. There has been something physical, a chronic issue, a pending surgery, a lingering pain, or simply a fear that's haunted you. But what's coming is healing. God is intervening. He's placing his hand on your life. What once seemed impossible will now go well. Heaven itself is moving to give you a second chance, a recovery, a new breath of life. You are being held by something mighty, a radiant light that never let go of you. But even as you rise, the message is clear. There are still those who didn't want to see you succeed. There's been heavy opposition, especially from one person with a cold, calculating mind. Possibly someone under the sign of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, though more important than their zodiac is their intention. This person took things to a very dark place. They brought your photo, your name, your energy, to someone who works with darkness, to try to destroy you. But when the witch saw your photo and felt your aura, she was afraid. Immediately, she knew. You are protected. She returned the money. She told that person clearly, I can't touch this soul. Their energy doesn't allow it. That moment was a spiritual warning. Even the darkness knew it had no power over you. It was confirmation that the force guarding you comes from heaven. They tried, but they couldn't. That same person left humiliated, spiritually rejected, as though the very universe had closed the door in their face. And they weren't alone. Another karmic figure, likely a woman also consumed by envy, was with them. Both were expelled from that space, spiritually cast out. The witch told them directly, don't go any further. Don't mess with this person. You're playing with consequences you can't control. And that's exactly what's happening now. They tried to touch your life, but all they did was activate their own downfall. They triggered their own destruction. Because your faith, your light, and your divine protection are too strong. None of this was coincidence. You have overcome every spiritual attack. Not through luck, but through the power of your faith. Some of you have felt this battle clearly. Others didn't understand what was happening. But you felt the tiredness, the weight, the struggles, the sudden sadness. It was real. You've been fighting against invisible forces. But your spiritual guides have been shielding you, warning you, guiding you. And now they announce, you have overcome the enemy. Now comes your change. I see the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. The heavens are realigning things, to return to you everything that is yours by divine right. Positive shifts are coming, with energies aligned to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Leo, all signs of movement, emotion, intuition, and power. This confirms it. The universe is now moving with you, not against you. Justice, miracles, and a permanent end to this dark chapter. The appointed time has arrived. Nothing and no one can stand in the way of what God has set in motion for your life. Everything around you is aligning. Signs from the universe are pointing to a divine orchestration, bringing forth what is rightfully yours: balance, blessings, and peace. Yet, amidst this unfolding promise, something fragile is being unveiled. Someone near you, perhaps even within your own family, has harbored ill intentions. In the shadows, fueled by envy and silent resentment, certain individuals have gone so far as to wish for your downfall, even your death. This includes someone very close to you who, instead of supporting you, has been harboring bitterness. There is also the energy of someone from a past romantic relationship, a person who hurt you deeply and left with hatred in their heart. Now, that person is paying the price. The energy they sent against you has returned to them, and their life is now full of pain. They are in a state of total destruction, physically or spiritually ill, because what they sowed was darkness, and now they are reaping the consequences. But you are not like them. You are moving forward. You are being set free, protected, and guided into a new season. This reading continues to show with great force that all the evil sent your way has returned to its source. The person who wanted to see you weak, without strength, without resources, and without hope, is now the one trapped in that same darkness. Their own negative energy has turned into sickness, blockages, and constant distress. They can't move forward. They do not prosper. Every attempt to rebuild ends in frustration. And this isn't just one person. It's two. Two people from your family or your inner circle who conspired against you. They aligned with malice, thinking they could hurt you and get away with it. But what they did was condemn themselves to their own karma. Everything they wished upon you, loss, scarcity, abandonment, illness, is now happening to them. One of them, according to this vision, is seriously ill, even near the end of their life. The other is lost, without direction, trapped in a crisis they can't escape. They have no peace. They have no way out. And the most powerful part? Even money can't save them anymore. They've tried everything to keep harming you, but nothing works now. The energies they stirred against you have come back to them as loss, sleepless nights, and deep suffering. Everything started to change the moment you set boundaries. When you walked away, when you closed that door, when you said, enough, you began to protect your energy, to separate yourself from what you knew wasn't good. And that act of strength was what activated divine justice. Because as long as you tolerated it, they took advantage. But the day you stood strong and closed that chapter, everything they wished for you began to chase them instead. Those boundaries became your greatest shield. And from that moment on, everything that once seemed to go right for them began to fall apart. Life is teaching them. You cannot destroy someone who is protected by the light of God. They wanted to see you ruined, alone, abandoned. But that's the very reality they created for themselves. You, on the other hand, are moving forward. Even though you are still healing and closing wounds, you are no longer in that same place. What I see now is very clear. They wanted to see you destroyed, humiliated, and stripped of everything. They wanted to mock your pain, laugh at your suffering as you fell apart. But today, they are the ones living in sadness. The evil they sent your way failed, because you are protected by a force that cannot be broken, the power of God and your spiritual guides. They tried to activate in your life the energy of the Five of Pentacles, representing abandonment, loss, and suffering. They wanted you to live in scarcity, without peace or direction. But their intention didn't succeed. That energy turned back on them, and now they are the ones suffering everything they wished for you. You, in contrast, are entering the energy of the sun, light, clarity, and happiness. God is leading you into a season of rebirth. You are regaining your balance, your inner peace, and many blessings are on their way. Getting here wasn't easy. You've had to go through harsh trials, betrayals, and moments when everything seemed lost. But through it all, you learned the most powerful truth. Your only true protection comes from God. The light of Archangel Michael has been with you all along. You've faced not only outer demons, but also those who once surrounded you, people you helped, who used your kindness, betrayed your trust, and tried to harm you with the very energy you gave them. But thanks to your faith, your strength, and your light, you unmasked them. They can no longer pretend. They can no longer hide what they truly are. You have awakened spiritually. You can see everything clearly now. You are in a new cycle. You are moving forward. And though there are still obstacles, you are overcoming them day by day. You have learned not to give up, to keep walking even in darkness. And that persistence is leading you directly to your divine purpose. The protection covering you comes from above, and no evil can touch you as long as you walk in faith. What they did to you was intense. They used dark energies, rituals, mockery, thinking they could destroy you. But what they didn't know is, you were born to shine, and that light, the one inside you, is what bothers them the most. They couldn't extinguish it, and now they must watch you rise stronger than ever. You were tested by fire, but you did not burn. They threw you into the darkness, thinking you'd stay there, that you would break, that you would surrender. But what they didn't know is that the darkness didn't extinguish your light, it strengthened it. Instead of destroying you, it shaped you. Instead of bringing you down, it helped you rise. You are now closing the most difficult cycle of your life, and the door you're shutting is the same one that brings an end to sadness, betrayal, and pain caused by others. They attacked you in silence, with poisoned thoughts, with words masked in fake kindness, with spells and works done in the shadows, but they never defeated you. They could never touch your essence, because your soul is pure, and your heart has been seen by God. He did not allow injustice to win, and that's why today you are still standing, looking ahead with your head held high, surrounded by a protection so powerful that no darkness can penetrate it. Those who wanted to see you in ruins are now reaping what they sowed. Even if they don't tell anyone, even if they wear fake masks, life is giving them exactly what they sent out. Those two people, the same ones who acted with malice from within your family or close circle, are now facing their own downfall. One of them is battling illness. The other is suffering loss. Money no longer helps them. Doors are closing, and the peace they once had is gone. And all of this began the day you said, "No more." The day you closed that door. The day you set your boundaries. The day you walked away, heartbroken, but with dignity. Since that moment, everything changed. Because you didn't give up, even though you cried. Because you didn't go dark, even though you were left alone. Because you kept going, even when it would have been easier to stay down. Now, the reward that has been saved for you all along is finally coming. Because the universe remembers, and God never forgets those who act with love and faith. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, and 3 major blessings are about to arrive. Complete healing, that wound that refused to close, that silent anguish that weighed on you, that melancholy that drained your strength. It all ends now. Your body and soul are about to experience a peace you haven't felt in a long time. You'll sleep peacefully. You'll wake up energized. And when you look in the mirror, you'll know you are worthy, you are capable, you are free. Financial restoration, the money you lost, the doors that were shut, the jobs that never came through, all of that is about to shift. A new path opens for you. One where you won't have to beg, where doors open naturally, where what's rightfully yours arrives by divine law. Unexpected income is coming. Blessings you didn't even ask for, but that you fully deserve. True love and honest companionship. Those who mocked your heart will now witness what true love looks like. Someone is coming into your life who will care for you the way you cared for others. Someone who won't ask you to change, but will cherish everything you are. And new people will also come. Loyal friends, new connections, souls that will bring joy and laughter back into your spirit. And while all of this arrives, your enemies will be powerless. They may watch, they may talk, they may try, but they won't be able to touch you because you no longer dwell where they are. You've been lifted. You've been elevated spiritually. You no longer vibrate with pain. You vibrate with faith. You no longer live in fear. You live in certainty. You no longer wait for the world to be fair, because now you know heaven is. God is with you. Archangel Michael has been beside you at every step, cleansing your path, cutting harmful ties, closing the wrong doors, and opening better ones. And the most beautiful part? You recognized it. Even when you were afraid, you prayed. Even when you felt alone, you stayed strong. Even when no one believed you, you kept believing. And that faith is what saves you now. The sadness you lived through wasn't in vain. The abandonment taught you to choose yourself. The betrayal taught you to value your worth, and every tear you shed became strength. Now, the universe looks at you and says, "It's your turn to be happy. This is your moment. And no one can steal what's coming, because it's yours by right, by destiny, and by divine merit." So prepare yourself, because this last battle wasn't to destroy you. It was to reveal what you're made of. And now that you know, there's no going back. It's time to bloom.